Chuck Cameron here, OCTV, as you probably know by now. We are headed into the Oxford Chamber of Commerce Business Expo today. We're here at the golf club, and it's wonderful. It's a beautiful day outside. We're going to go inside and see what's happening in there. We hope you're coming along, so come on with us. Join us. See you soon. I'm standing here with Amy Desautels, one of my favorite people, who has something to do with the chamber. Is that about right?
I'm the executive director of the Oxford Chamber. That's it. Yes.
So, Amy, what's going on here today?
It's our local business expo to bring the community in to maybe visit with businesses that they don't know about, or find out, maybe heating and cooling place that they may need. So yeah, and all the businesses to network among each other.
So not only do the civilians can walk in and get some information, but people who own businesses can find out other businesses that might help them with their stuff?
Exactly. A lot of them end up networking with one another, setting up different events for the next year. Yeah, so it's a great way to, yeah.
What a great venue too. I love this place.
It is. It's a nice venue, especially for the expo. And Camp Oakland kids came in and helped set up the whole tables in the venue. So it was very nice. And then the big octagon rooms, too.
The octagon room is great. It smells like popcorn in there.
That's Oxford Bank, yes.
How did the kids from Camp Oakland get involved, and what did they do?
I reached out to them. They're kids that, may come from homes that are broken or whatever their circumstances are. And they have to be at a certain level to come out and help. And it's great exercise for them because I give them a map of how the room has to be set up. They have to measure the aisleways. They have to number the tables. And then as our vendors come in, they actually help them to their table, to find their table and carry everything in.
So not only the physical setup, but also interacting with folks and people.
Absolutely. So it gives them a great, a different look on what they may want to do as they get older.
So how long has the Chamber done an event like this, Amy?
I've been with the Chamber almost 10 years, and we've done it since I've been here.
Yeah. Well, I hope you keep doing it.
Yes, I think so. I think we've had a pretty good turnout today, so yes.
Well, if you haven't been down here, watch your calendar next year, because it's a great place to meet businesses and meet people and find out what's going on in town. Is that about right?
Absolutely, yep. It's usually September, October.
Right. So listen to Amy, come to these things. You're going to love it. Thanks, Amy.
Thank you.
Always good to see you. Stay tuned. I'm standing here with Adrian Flintoff. Adrian, who has the same first name as my daughter, so you must be a really cool person. Thanks for taking a minute to talk with us, Adrian.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for coming to chat.
It seemed well that we're in the popcorn room, so it's not hard.
Yeah, we're always good for a snack.
We are. So tell us about Oxford Bank, since this is the Oxford Community Television Station, and what should the folks out there who don't know?
Well, Oxford Bank has been around for 140 years, helping our local community, businesses, and regular folks like us every day. We're always there for all your banking needs. We have a few new things in the works with a renovation happening at our Oxford branch. More to come in the upcoming months as well.
I drive by that every day, and it looks like you're going to do a lot. It looks like you've done a lot of work so far. What's the plan for that? You're going to reopen it again as a bank?
Yes, we will be fully opening the bank back up probably the end of November or early December.
Cool. All right. I like it. It's in town.
It is.
Right.
Yeah.
So what should folks know about Oxford Bank that bank at other banks? I remember there are other banks. I read about it. What do I know it's crazy. What do they need to know? Why would they want to go to Oxford Bank, which is a cool, small local bank? What's the real draw for a cool, small local bank?
Really, it's about building relationships. You're not going to build those relationships when you're just a number to some of the bigger banks. We definitely specialize in being available to our customers. When you call us, you're going to get a person. You're not going to go through being transferred or automated systems. Although we do have those features available when you want to stay in the electronic side, but we're about people and helping people.
Some of my favorite people are people. All right. Well, Adrian, thank you for talking with me. This is Chuck Cameron chuckling at talking to a woman named Adrian, which is my daughter's name. So thank you very much. I appreciate
Thank you, Chuck. Pleasure.
Have a good show.
You too. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm standing here with Ashley. Ashley, thank you for taking a minute. I know that this is not the way you want to spend the next minute, but I appreciate your kindness. Thanks for talking to us about McLaren.
Of course.
So, what's going on with McLaren? We see that it seems to be there's a small new building going up. Is that any truth to that?
Yeah, it's actually open. It's been open for a couple months. Our ER is open. We have family practice. We have physical therapy. We have walk-in lab, and imaging services. So, yeah.
So, if my doctor told me to get such and such a test, could I just walk in and show them my prescription and they would tell me whether or not they could do that test for me?
Yeah, so the lab is walk-in. You don't need an appointment.
Right.
But for imaging services, you do need an appointment. There is somebody there if you'd like to register. So if you don't know who to call or whatever have you, you can go in and Kelly can help you register.
How would people in the community who are thrilled about the new building, it looks really cool, how would they find out the kind of services? Do you have a website or anything cute like that?
Yeah, you can go to McLaren's website and look up anything to do with Oxford. Yeah, and find all the new services. So, yeah, we have Carmanos coming in too. I didn't say that. We have Carmanos coming in beginning of November.
What services would they be bringing?
The chemotherapy is an infusion center. It's going to be an infusion center. So,
That's huge stuff.
yes.
And life-saving.
Yeah.
What's your role in all of that work?
Well, I'm a nurse practitioner, so I work in the primary care. So I see patients every day, help with chronic disease and all that good stuff.
Excellent. So we appreciate all that stuff. It is lovely to see what McLaren has invested in our community. It's really very encouraging. How's it working out with the new building and the new folks and stuff like that? Are things going pretty well?
Yeah, very smoothly. The community seems to really enjoy, having a new building since the old one was there for so many years.
It was.
And they're just waiting for the parking lot to come. But yeah, everybody seems to be great. Everybody, loves having the ER in the community. The community really needed that. So, yeah.
So about the parking, just as far as you know, that lot is where the former building was. They're going to build a parking lot there. Do you have any idea when the proposed time of completion is for that, or is that unknown yet?
I'm not quite sure about that, but I would assume probably in the next few months. I know they're, tearing up the concrete and things right now, so I would assume in the next few months.
We're with Oxford TV, as I said, so if we're lucky at all, you'll have the parking lot unveiling and ribbon cutting in February during a sleet and snowstorm, and we could be out there wishing we were inside with the hot cocoa.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it's going to work out, right?
Exactly right. Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
We're excited about what McLaren's doing in this town.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, good. So you heard it first. Be sure for the parking lot opening in February, or not. Thank you, Ashley.
You're welcome.
I appreciate your time.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Stay tuned.
I am an optometrist at Full Scope Eye Care, and we opened our practice about 4 years ago. and we're looking to promote some of the full scope care that we provide. The beauty of the chamber here is being able to showcase what we're able to offer to the community, both to Ortonville and to Oxford and the local.
Well, we appreciate your showing here. Now, what sort of products do people need to know that you can help them with?
Sure. Well, we do the general eye care of doing glasses, contacts, medical eye care, checks, but we have a couple things that we'd like to really specialize in. One of them is dry eye treatments. Dry eye is a very common condition. I actually like to call it tear film disruption because it's so commonplace, and it's a disease where we can customize that treatment to patients. And in our office, we're a very modern practice. We have some of the newer means of addressing that issue for patients, from the standard of doing dry eye drops, doing in-office procedures, home procedures. There's a number of different manners that we can do that. And one of the things that we're showcasing today is our Envision program, it has IPL and radio frequency, which are these devices that can not only bring glands back to life, but can stimulate them to last for you and work long term.
We're all for things lasting.
Very much so.
Personally speaking, we're all for things lasting. All right. Well, thank you. How did you get involved in today?
We were here last year, and this is our second year in the Oxford Chamber event. And I've always been involved in chambers. We've always had a connection, different ones. The Oxford Chamber being our next door neighbor. I know that they're looking to get into the Ortonville, so we've talked to them a few times about that, and we're excited about that potential.
Excellent. I want to thank you for taking the time to talk. We appreciate your time here. Thanks for showing up.
Thank you. We're glad to be here.
So we have two gentlemen from, let's see, Oxford Community Television, which looks suspiciously like OCTV. All right. Young man, tell me about Oxford Community Television. What should we know?
Oxford Community Television is an all-access community station that serves Oxford, Addison, and Leonard. We do township meetings. We do school events for Oxford High School. We do concerts for Lakeview, for elementary schools, for all around this community. We like to give out a helping hand. Just come on down. We are located at Seymour Lake Park. If you go down, come on in. And we have archives, for any type of video you can ask for. We're also on AT&T, we're on Spectrum, and you can find us on YouTube. We have a Roku app. You can find us anywhere, and you can just, give us a look up, and we have everything that you probably are looking for.
Excellent. So what's your role in this amazing operation?
Mainly, I'm a videographer. You can catch me recording township meetings. You can also catch me on a Saturday or Sunday doing an Our Community Access, which is a tiny little look into just tiny little events around the village, If you have, there's a farmer's market at Seymour Lake Park most Saturday and Sunday mornings, We're down there recording stuff for that. We are, last Sunday I was at the Matador Ranch. They do horseback riding. They do just a bunch of stuff like that. I'm everywhere helping out the community.
So clearly, young man, are you new in town, or is he training you, or you've been around for a while?
I've been there for years and years. But I'm the office manager there, and we do a show called Oxford News This Week. As you can see, dapper looking fellow. I do the automobile industry and also science in the news, as much as I'm allowed in 5 minutes each.
I want to thank you. These two are colleagues and friends, and we really appreciate all the work that they do to try to get the news out to the people who watch in our community. So thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Thank you guys.
Really.
Thank you for watching too.
It looks. So, Chief, what's the story on this marvelous looking chair? It makes me want to lay down and watch TV or something.
Well, we have a child seat installation and inspection program.
Excellent.
And both Kelly, Sarah, and our fire marshal, BJ, are all certified by the state to do the inspections and installations. And so new parents, grandparents who are going to maybe be watching their grandchildren or whatever, give us a call, come on out, we'll set up an appointment, and we'll make sure it's put in correctly and show them how to put it in correctly and how to correctly put the child in the seat as well.
It's a twofer. Do you find that some people don't quite know how to do it correctly?
Almost everybody. Almost, I mean, literally almost everyone that comes in is not installed correctly. People don't know about the little brackets. They see that little bracket that looks kind of like a weird seat belt buckle thingy that's by itself and not used correctly.
Oh, that must be what I need.
Yeah. So that's, yes, people don't know. Because, again, look at human nature. We look at it, oh, I see there's a hole here. I'll put it in, I'll put the seatbelt through it. It's all good to go. No, not so much.
The stories you could tell.
Right, sure. Especially Kelly and Sarah and BJ when they're putting them in. It's, yeah, they just sometimes they shake their heads when they come back into the building.
Okay, so you heard it here. If you do it wrong, they will help you do it right. Is that right?
Yes, right.
And if you do it wrong and you don't know you're doing it wrong, come down and see them anyway, right?
Yeah,
And they'll fix you up,
absolutely.
right? Wow, what a service. Do we pay you? Oh, yes, we do. It seems like there's a millage coming up. I think we should promote that millage. Anything about the millage?
I would support that because again, it's our only source of funding. We get none of our funding through the general fund of the township.
Right.
We are 100% funded by the millage. So this really is keep your fire department.
Exactly. So if you out there value the fire department and the 1,000 services they provide, get out there and vote, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, we agree. Thank you. Bless you. Melissa, what are you doing here today, young lady?
So this is the Oxford Chamber Business Expo. I believe this is our 4th or 5th year doing this. So we've done this for quite a few. We're here with our table. We're engaging with the community and our fellow chamber members.
So what is Farm Bureau Insurance all about?
So we are a Michigan-only insurance company. Yes, Michigan only. So those rates out there, if you see them jumping up where we go like this and the others go like this. But so we're here, we're protecting the folks of Michigan, businesses and people alike. Anything from life insurance to auto insurance, business insurance, and more.
So I don't have to be a farmer to use your service?
You do not, but we do love farmers as well. Yes.
So you are a part of the chamber activities. How did you get involved and what does that bring you?
For the chamber, for the Oxford Chamber, I've been a member for 7 years, actually since I opened my business and planned on bringing it to Oxford. I think one of the smartest things you can do as a business owner is get involved in your local chamber. It's a great way to engage with people. It's a great way to meet other people that are also out there trying to get business, and just have a support team all around. So I formed a lot of great relationships, and this is something I would never take out of my day-to-day.
So you heard it first. Melissa says, y'all come, be part of a chamber if you're a business person. Thank you so much. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Thank you.
So Terry, you're at the Oxford store. We spend a fair amount of time in Oxford store. My wife likes to look for bargains. So thank you for donating. Tell us about the donation program. What's that all about?
Well, basically, our donations are what fund our mission. Our donation hours are Monday through Saturday from 9 to 8. We're there Sunday from 11 to 6. And what happens is we bring donations in, or our guests bring donations in. We sell them at a reasonable rate for the community to help the community out. Then whatever we make above and beyond, once our bills are paid on our location, goes into Mission Services. What Mission Services does is provides training for people with barriers to get employment.
Excellent. What sort of people with barriers might you serve?
We serve a various amount of barriers. It could pretty much be Asperger's, autism. I've had hearing impairment, blindness come through the program. Just depends on the barrier. We're opening to helping anybody that has a barrier that does need help.
What a great role to take the things that people don't need anymore, turn it into money, and then turn that money into helping people find jobs.
Yeah, our location alone has helped over 900 people in Oakland County this last year, which is pretty good considering we've been closed for 3 months for remodeling.
I guess it's better than pretty good. It's magnificent.
Yeah, it is. It's a great job, great company.
Well, thank you so much for the work. How did you get involved?
It was on a whim. I had left the restaurant business, decided that I didn't want that kind of a quality of lifestyle anymore, and I was looking for employment. Talked to my girlfriend who said, why don't you get into the nonprofit? And I said, I've been in the restaurant business for 30 years. No nonprofit's going to want me. Looked into it. I really liked what Goodwill was doing and what they stood for. Decided to apply for Goodwill, and I was actually hired in at the Oxford location about 13 years ago. I was there for 2 years, left and went to Lapeer, and when they decided they were going to remodel, they asked me to come back down to Oxford, and I'm hoping to finish my career up down here.
Well, welcome back to town.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much for taking a minute. We appreciate all the good work you all do.
Thank you. You guys have a good time at the Expo.
Thanks very much. Bye-bye. Standing with Roger. Nice to see you again. All right. Great operation here. Great event.
Yeah, this is a fun event we do every year, yeah.
We have enjoyed so much, my wife and I, the newspaper, especially since it seems to be widely distributed. It seems to go to every home. Is that correct?
That is correct. Our paper is delivered every week, every Wednesday for the Oxford Leader to well over 10,000 homes, almost 11,000 homes via the U.S. Post Office. We put that paper out every week, come rain or come shine.
So, and as I remember, I don't remember getting a bill.
No, that goes out free to the community. It is paid for by the advertisers primarily. Yeah.
So people are a little grumpy that there's an ad on every other page. They shouldn't be grumpy, should they?
No, those advertisers help pay that postage, pay the reporters, pay the printing. Yeah.
So you're the Oxford Leader is part of a pretty big newspaper group. How does that all work with a bunch of different papers in a bunch of different towns?
So the View newspaper group delivers to over 355,000 homes every week. All of those individual newspapers have their own reporting departments, their own editorial departments, their own advertising departments that get that all done. And they're all individual little cells, part of a big whole.
So then what's your role in the newspaper and how do you get involved in the community here? Are you the Oxford guy?
I primarily do Oxford. Yeah, I'm a marketing specialist for the company, and I help all the businesses here at the Expo and many more get their message out to the community every week.
Once in a while, you folks have a special section or insert, I've noticed. How do you determine what to focus on? And then how do you get the information to put in that special section?
It's a good question. A lot of the information that goes into the sections is supplied to us by our customers. So we do a health and wellness section, we do a Fab Over 50 section, and I have customers that are dentists and doctors, and they love to write stories about what it is they do. That's a big part of what makes those special sections work.
They love waving their own flag, don't they?
They do. They do like tooting their own horn.
And you are willing to let them.
We help them, and yes, absolutely, more than willing.
I love this guy. What a heart he has. All right. Well, thank you so much for your work in town, and we're glad that becoming a part of a big operation hasn't diluted. I think it's probably enhanced what the Oxford Leader is for us.
It certainly has. Yeah, it's been great for us, and it's hopefully good for the community.
I think it is. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
All right.
Yep.
Take care.
Take care.
Okay, you've met a lot of nice people, seen some interesting businesses. Hopefully you come down here again. Let's stay with it. Stay with it. We'll talk to some more folks and see what's up. Matt, tell us about Orient Sign and Graphics. Where are you and what do you do?
We're located in the north end of Oxford, up off of Lapeer and Oakwood Road on Adventure Lane. A nice little complex up there. Been there for about a year and a half now. We produce everything from vehicle graphics, digital printing for interior wall murals, every kind of sign outside of a building, channel letters, box signs, interior lit, exterior lit signs. all kinds of stuff. The whole deal, yes.
How did you folks get involved in signs and graphics? It's a really kind of a specialty world, isn't it?
It is. I mean, if you think of the world, though, everybody needs a sign all the time. So at any point in the day, someone needs some sort of sign, whether it's on their vehicle, in their building, all kinds of yard signs, small signs, big signs. And it's just filling a need in the community is something that they wanted to do at Orient Signs and Graphics.
Seems like there's a song in there somewhere. Small signs, big signs, signs. Everybody's looking for a sign. I could be wrong about that.
I won't even try to sing. It'll be over.
Well, thank you. How many people work at your shop?
There's just 4 of us. Yep. Cream of the crop. Top of the top.
All right. So we've got some pictures. So if somebody were to want to sign for a business, they just come into your shop, or do they go online, or how do they do that?
They can come into the shop, but the easiest way probably is through our website. It's it's www.orientsignsandgraphics.com.
Ooh, that's not easy, but it's simple.
But it's our whole company name in one shot. And everything is there, all our samples, galleries, great explanations of everything we do is on that website. Yeah.
For those of us who have to think slowly but have to think well.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate you
so
taking
much.
a minute with us. It's good to see you. And we'll talk again, too. Thank you. Take care now. I'm standing here in front of 2 wonderful people from Capella Heating and Cooling. So what's your role in all this stuff?
I'm the owner.
Really? How did that happen?
I started working with my dad when I was 16.
Really?
Yes. And he passed away young, and I took over the business.
Excellent. So where are you folks located?
Lapeer, Michigan.
Excellent. Just up north?
Yes.
Yep. And how did you come to be involved in our chamber business today?
We've been active in the Oxford area for 30 years. We love the community, and we've been participating in these events for a long time.
Excellent. So we appreciate that you're here, of course. What sort of products and services do you offer to the community?
We have heating and air conditioning products.
Okay.
We also do generators, and we do water heaters. Am I missing anything, Tony?
Well, we do boilers. That's a big thing because a lot of people don't do boilers anymore. So we do.
So when you do say you do boilers, you sell them or fix them or both?
We do both. We sell them. We can upgrade your lower efficiency to a higher efficiency, or we can put the lower efficiency one back in, whatever works best for you.
So I imagine you're selling a lot of, or at least getting a lot of interest in heating systems these days. Is that about right?
Yes, it is. Our phones are ringing off the hook.
Good.
Yes.
So who's answering the phone?
Lacey is answering the phones. Yeah.
So how's business? Is it good?
Yes, it is. We're doing very well. It's been a good year.
Excellent. All right. Well, we appreciate you coming and being a part of Oxford Chamber. How would someone find out more about your products and services?
The best way is to get online. It's www.capellaheating.com.
So you think that online stuff is going to catch up?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to catch on.
I think it will too. All right. So www.
Capellaheating.com.
And how do we spell Capella?
Kapala.
Kapala. That's like you planned it that way.
Yes. Very easy to remember.
Excellent. All right.
Yes.
Capella Heating and Cooling. Call them, check them out, find out what's up. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
Thank you.
Okay, we've had a good time. This is an amazing event. We hope you've enjoyed hearing some of the stories of our people. We bring you this every year because we want you to know Oxford TV promotes what's going on in our communities, and we hope you're paying attention to what we have to say. We thank you for watching. Pass on the message to other people about what we bring, and we'll see you next time on Oxford TV. Chuck Cameron, have a good day.